Alright folks, so what is up? This is One Big Bugger and I am coming at you with Euro Truck Simulator 2 and we are looking at the high-end trucks. And now we have the Renault Premium Excellence. Again, the Renault defines itself as being extremely different from every other truck by using its racing paint job versus your standard flat paint job that you get when buying a truck. Um, and of course, what also distinguishes Renault from everything else is the cab design itself. The most unique two cab designs in the game, very easily recognizable. And of course, the Renault has its standard drawback, which is the fact that it has no multi-wheeled chassis for the back end. So you're stuck with this 4x2 chassis, which can be a pain if you're going for heavier loads, because it can just make your truck more unstable. Now, before I go any further, I posted on Reddit my last Mercedes-Benz video. And in that video, I asked for a little bit of feedback. I've noticed that, my videos aren't getting upvotes, which is fine, and that my views have fallen off. And I'm wondering if maybe I've posted a little too much to Reddit. I mean, there could be a lot of reasons. Of course, the most possible reason in my mind is that I've posted too many videos and I've overstayed my welcome. So give me some feedback on that. If you watch this video, let me know. It's like, you know what, the people who want to watch your videos know where they are. We'll come and see them if we want. Or maybe just, the other reason could be people just stopped upvoting me, but still like the fact that I post my videos there because they don't want to subscribe. So this is a way for them to get to see the Euro Truck videos without having to deal with all the other videos I may put up in their inbox. There's a couple possibilities. So I'm looking for people to help me out on that. And just let me know, because I don't want to be a jerk and keep posting videos to Reddit, even though I'm getting 2 downvotes, no upvotes. I'll still keep doing it unless I know for sure. At least I might. I don't know. I'm weird like that. So anyways, let's hit our Renault truck dealership, shall we? Renault. Doesn't matter which one. So here it is right here. The Renault Premium Excellence. 4x2 left-handed steering, 460 horsepower, 338 kilowatt engine, 2200 newton meters at 950 to 1400 RPM. This is major right here. That extra 50 HP lower, 50 RPM lower means that it hits its towing power that little bit earlier, which really allows it to haul and get off the starting block right there. Its gearbox is an OptiDrive with a 600 by 400 liter fuel tank. Now I think we can honestly go with a stronger engine. 480 is the strongest in the Magnum. 460. Does it make a difference? 2400. Yeah, it gets 200 more newton meters, but it starts a little bit higher at 1030 RPM. So yeah, this could go either way. But I think for this one, I'm going to stick with the 460 because it looks like none of the premiums that you can buy straight out 430. Yeah, see, go over 460. So we're going to stick with 460 because we'll be able to go over the stronger engine when we do the Renault Magnum Excellence. So we're just going to go on the premises that we can't upgrade this truck beyond what it is really. We don't need to visit any more dealers. Now we just need to find a suitable freight. There's a nice one to start right there. We're familiar with this road, 25 tons. Here's one I haven't hauled yet at 34 tons. Anything else interesting? 36 tons. I think we're going to be on this page here. 34 tons where we go up and around this way. But see, this doesn't have that nice hard climb. Let's no. Let's try this. Let's swap out trucks. 67 hours. Yeah, that works. I gotta buy a garage somewhere. I didn't do it last video, and I should have. Let's try this one time, see if we can get a good load here. 62 tons, I think that's overdoing it. We are, yeah, okay. 25 tons, 36 tons, 34 tons. I think I may need to, yeah, I'll do it one more time on screen, and then we'll do it off screen. Company manager, truck manager, let's do the man. 8 hours. No, we want more than that. 21 hours. That works. As I've almost breached. I'm like approaching breaching €1 million, which would be the first time that I've done that. Job market, freight market in Roma. 19 tons, 25 tons, goes nowhere. 62 tons, that's a little too heavy. 17 tons, that's too light. There's a good 36 ton load. That's a good distance. I don't know if my 80 ton mod is still working. I think 75 might be the heaviest now. I'm not sure. Or maybe it's just rare. Anyways, we're gonna run with this load here. This goes over familiar territory, and I think we've been there before. No, actually we haven't, but it looks like it's got a bit of a climb to it. So we're gonna take that one. Now, yeah, you can stop, please, as I put you in gear. I don't really know if I should go over the views much, because nothing really changes in the views. I forgot to change my gearing. I said I was going to do that from the last video. Just coasting backwards. Because, you know, not much changes. You get decent side views. I turned the volume down because I screwed up the volume last time. I really should stop. You get really good side views. Your mirrors are good. They're a bit of a weird angle, but they're still okay. The nice interior with the brown on tan. Are you going straight or are you turning? You're turning, which means you're annoying me. And, you know, the same decent view out the front windshield, except for the, except of course for the front mirror, which I never liked. Its placement, I think it's in an odd area. As I screw up the gearing, but yeah, what else is new? It's got decent acceleration while running bobtail. Not as much as you would expect, though. Not as much as you would expect. I don't see a reason in shifting gears, because we're just gonna, yeah, we're just gonna take this ramp here. We know where we're headed, the typical pickup point in my videos at this point. It's only varied a couple times from the standard airport pickup. And of course, you know, when it comes to Renault, I'm not a big fan of the dashboard. It's a little bit difficult to read even at higher resolutions, which we don't have set right now, but you know what I'm talking about. Now you might be able to upgrade the transmission to a better one. Again, I'm not sure because I'm not familiar with these trucks. The only truck I know where the best transmission is the Scania. You know, I'm familiar with where the Scania's, what I consider the best Scania transmission is anyways. And it's a 12-speed for heavy hauls, which is what I really like. I don't like the 14-speed for better high-end travel fuel efficiency. I'd rather have the lower-end power for hauling the heavier loads. Come on, baby. There we go. Don't ask me what I did there. I'm not even sure. Again, I'm not playing this game as consistently as I used to because of the recording and uploading. So what I end up doing is like losing track of like gearing and all that. So there we go. There's our load. We're going to take the job. And it's right there. I really have no idea what this is. It looks like somebody forgot to color in the parts. It's like kind of almost like more windmill parts. It looks like somebody forgot to color it in, huh? So, I have this nasty habit lately of losing control when I'm going around highway corners with heavier loads. And I've got to be even more careful with this because, yeah, you can see the tip right there. When I turn the corner, you can see how hard the cab tips. That's a sure sign of being unbalanced, plain and simple. That's a sure sign that it'd be very, very easy to tip over on highway corners. So we got to be extra careful while hauling this because we don't have the chassis upgrade, and that really sucks. Yeah, you can turn off there. And it even kind of looks like we're squat down, doesn't it? Now, I gotta say, I'm actually a little underwhelmed at its hauling power. It's actually having a much harder time getting up there in speed and gearing than, to be honest, than the DAF did. It's actually performing a lot like the Iveco. And I can't, like, 100% talk about how the Iveco worked because that was close. I can't talk 100% about how the Iveco worked because I have to do the Iveco with the proper transmission, with a standard transmission is what I'm trying to say. So, yeah, the Mercedes and the DAF have both outhauled what the Renault is doing right now. And that's, to be honest, rather disappointing. But see, this is why I'm doing the high-end trucks rather than just the beginning. Because when you get to high-end, the Mercedes actually picks up. To be honest with you right now, the Mercedes has already outperformed the Renault Premium. Wrong one. Oof. Come on. Come on. You can do it. Not bad, though. I mean, on the hill climb, it actually stayed with 7th gear. I really got to change my gear. I'm going to do that when I hit the ferry, so that when I upshift, I hit the button I currently use for downshift. Basically, I need to swap my upshift and downshift. And before my instincts take over. Alright, see, this is kind of where we got to be cautious, because even just coming around this corner, and I don't mean like the, I don't mean the exit. This here, that corner that we came around just before the exit, we could easily have tipped the truck at that point, which I don't want to do. I've already made enough horrible mistakes in almost schooling several times, and I've been very disappointed in myself in doing them, and I don't want to do that again, which is why I'm trying to get those recordings done earlier in the day where I'm not as tired, and hopefully I can keep my wits about me more and try not to let myself get lulled into I really don't even know if I want to hit this at 60. Try it at like 50, 48. Because by the time we hit the top, yeah, we should be really slowed down. I gotta give it a little bit of props on its hill handle. If you come in with a little bit of momentum, it does hold the speed okay. You know, it really doesn't do bad. But in terms of like hauling and acceleration, it's really suffering. Of course, it's only a 440 horsepower engine, 2400 Newton meters. So maybe that does speak for something. You know, when we get to the Renault Magnum Excellence, we're going to be looking at a little bit stronger, but not that much. But why do both Renaults? Again, because the cabs are different enough to warrant doing it. And yes, the cabs do make a difference. They can make a difference in stability. They can make a difference. You know, the chassis could be different enough. Anything like that. So. And yes, when I do the Iveco over and the DAF, I will do heavier loads. I will be looking for anywhere from 28 to 35 tons. We want to take it careful. Careful. Right, we're good. Clear to pull out. But of course, you know, we're going to hit the... we all know this. We all know it. I'm not like, there's no big surprises here. In terms of braking, from lower speeds, which I'm an idiot for not downshifting before I did that. Well, not before I did that, but as I did it. It didn't do too bad from like lower speeds. I'd be interested to know like if I'm up around... yeah, I keep having to think about downshifting. Take a look at our truck pulling out. It does. It even from there, it kind of looks like we're really squat down in the back, doesn't it? I mean, the weight of the trailer is really pushing down on the back of our truck. single shift the gears once I get higher up, because I think doing more than that's really going to be asking too much. So really taking a lot of time to build up any kind of speed. And coming up on this corner here, even one as gentle as this, I've got to really be careful, because again, it warrants mentioning that without the multi-wheeled chassis for extra heavy hauling, you know, rolling over in this truck is a definite issue. And now I've really got to be careful. This upcoming corner, be very easy to roll over. I'm going to drop gears down to 10th and try it and hope that mid-70s is okay. Yeah, mid-70s is alright. I really should be over in the other lane. There's no reason for me to be in this one. I've been trying to get more comfortable in the proper lane in driving. You know, be a little more of a sim follower than a loose cannon. Try and be a little more professional, as I've said before. So what the hell is that trailer up there? Oh, it's the boat. It's the boat trailer. I don't know. Again, I don't know why you deliver a boat half the places you do here, but it's still a fun trailer to haul. I did not know that the new Assassin's Creed releases for PC in November. So I'm not going to be able to expand my memory in November either. I'm going to have to try in December. But I'll get it done at some point. Because I'm looking at big expenses in November, and I'm not sure what I'm going to be able to do. I want to go see Gabriel Iglesias, but I don't know if it's going to be in the cards. Because I got to pay for you know, my car registration, and I got to pay for you know, I want to get Black Flag, and there's a couple other things that I'm going to be getting and or paying for. You know, you really need to move over sooner. Big guy, yeah. It's difficult for me sometimes to talk and drive in the game at the same time, because it just becomes so easy for me to get distracted. But yeah, there's a few other things I'm going to be wanting to pay for. In November, so I don't know what'll be possible. I may make a run for it December, or I may have to wait as late as January. I love them. I love the mods, and they look like this. Wrong gear, damn it. Now I just fucked myself over. But you can see what I mean when it comes to the mods and the trailers on the trucks other than yours. The wheels, the two front wheels are different size, and all the back wheels are small, so they just kind of hover. Yeah, that's the things about mods. So this is going to be a longer trip than I had anticipated. You are not going to pull out in front of me. You are not going to pull out in front of me. You're going to pull out in front of me. And you're just going to keep on going in your merry way, aren't you? for me, so far so good. I haven't tipped the truck over, which has become commonplace in my videos, which is, yeah, let's not rehash that. Now, I got to be careful of slowdown. I'm sorry, I'm just going to cut you off. I do got to be careful of slowdowns because this may lead into that area where the traffic suddenly slows down. I don't remember. A lot of it kind of looks the same. But, very careful, careful. Don't want to tip. Yeah, but I don't know if you're seeing what I'm seeing. I can see how much the cab is tipping when I turn, like I mentioned earlier, even around gentle corners, and even just adjusting my my line, you know, adjusting to stay in the lane, the cab actually will tip to one side or the other. So I'm looking forward to getting back in my Scania, though. I really am. I'm looking forward to getting back into that big Scania and doing some heavy hauls, and hopefully not smashing into trucks head on, having trucks standing on the end of their trailer, or anything like that. And here's the slowdown. It braked, you know, fairly well. I got to give it that much credit. When I hit the brakes, it did a good job slowing down, despite lacking the extra braking power of the extra axle set. So that's definitely a positive in the truck's favor. I got to give it that much credit. So yeah, we're not far from our ferry, obviously, which is a good thing. And it's been a smooth run so far. The Renault is definitely a quiet truck, as I think I mentioned in the starter video. For starter trucks, it's a quiet truck. It's also got a unique engine sound. You know, everything about the Renault, I really feel, is unique. Its engine sound, its chassis, the fact that you can't upgrade it, its cab, its paint job on the higher levels. I just screwed myself over again. Come on. Yeah, I really screwed myself over here. Okay. I'm actually drifting backwards because of the hill. Alright. Let's set the brake. Let's bring up. Okay, yeah, there we go. That worked. That was total driver error because, again, I haven't switched over the I haven't switched over my gears yet. He's actually letting me go. I'm going already. Quit flashing your lights. That was, again, total driver error, because I shifted to like 8th to 9th rather than down to 7th, so that's what caused that little issue. And right there you actually kind of saw a problem. But the question is, would the other trucks suffer the same? Would the other trucks have been able to start on a hill having stalled out like that? I mean, I had to get out of that by placing the emergency brake on, or not the emergency brake, but the parking brake. I had to put the parking brake on and bring up the RPMs to get enough towing to haul the trailer forward. Otherwise, it just kept stalling because it was actually rolling backwards. So, yeah, I've got to fix this gearing. I have got to fix this gearing. I forget I actually have to hold the brake when I'm on standard transmission. I actually have to hold the brake or I'll roll backwards. Alright, so we honestly know how we need to do this. So rather than follow the GPS's advice, I'm going to go straight and go around to the left because it'll be easier to pull in from there. At least my driver error didn't result in us rolling this time, at least so far. You know, that could have been, I'd have been pissed if we had rolled over somehow in the drive from there to here, from the starting point to the ferry. I'd have been angry. Of course you're going to pull out in front of me. I have to say, it is somewhat like real life, with cars ignorantly pulling out in front of you, thinking that you'd be able to stop in time. That's a problem I faced as a coach driver. It's like, oh, I've got enough room to pull out. Meanwhile, you miss ramming into them by about 2 inches, and they get all pissed off that you're a dangerous driver, calling up your boss, bitching you out. Your boss brought you, you got to sit there and explain. Ignorant person that doesn't understand CDL driving cut off a bus with 3 feet between us and him. There wasn't much I could do. I never got into an accident while driving CDL, which is always a positive. I did have somebody back into my school bus when I first started, my small bus. I had somebody back into me. Yeah, I'm taking this a little extra wide. I had somebody back into me and dent the side of my bus, but that was really it. We're probably going to end up doing the same thing here, which is knocking out this sign. Oh, we actually got through with less trouble. Not bad. Alright, so our first leg of the run went rather well. I'm going to check the map here to make sure that I choose the right destination, which is Eaglemotus or whatever. You see, this is going to follow a similar route, but it's going to stop at a different area, which I'm fine with. Alright, folks, that's going to be me done for this first part. Join me next time when we complete our run with the Renault Premium Excellence and our load, which is, how heavy is it? I forgot, 36 tons. And if you've enjoyed this, I'd appreciate a comment, possibly rate, maybe subscribe if you want. If you haven't, leave a comment, rate, possibly subscribe if you want. Until next time, folks, this is One Big Bugger signing out. and I'll see you then.